Hey everybody, what's up? This is boondocking. We are headed for a trip up to Northern Maine, Moosehead Lake, and do a little painting, a little kayaking, paddleboarding. So let's have an adventure. On this trip, I'm bringing along the paddleboard and kayak because it's super nice out. I mean, it's like 75, 80 degrees, getting pretty warm. Humidity still way down, but it's warm. And kayaking up on Moosehead is awesome. I'm gonna get out there, enjoy myself, do some painting, make some videos for you guys. Let's go on this adventure. Okay, here's the deal. Kind of stuck, I don't know, going on to Greenville. There's an accident on the main road, apparently. So, it is, hold on, 5:45, and it sounds like people are moving along this way. So, I don't know if it's over with, but I'm going to spend 20 minutes because here's the scene right here. Can you see the water through the trees? We're going to walk down there. My hiking shoes right now. Fun times. What am I going to do other than take a walk, chill out? This is outside of Northern Maine. Links to the I guess you call them, I don't know, trailhead things to the Appalachian Trail. So, I'm just going to see to that body of water and see what's up. I'm going to tell you, peeps. Not what I signed up for today. It is late. I'm ready to just get somewhere and hunker down. This is not it. So I'm going to go back up to the road. I keep hearing cars coming from the other direction. Maybe it's cleared up. Who knows? Should I be better off waiting in line? No idea. But that's what I'm going to do. We'll see what happens. And I'll catch up to you. Okay, getting back to the car here. You see the Plein. Look at this. Got my kayak and my paddleboard. We'll see what happens. I don't know what's going on. It's weird. Okay, I've left Greenville, Maine, halfway to Rockwood, and let's just say there's nobody out here. Just me and the, I don't know, squirrels. We're rolling up where my wife and I used to stay. Her dad's place, passed down in the family. We're coming up around the corner, but in the meantime, here's a view. Get some of that. Super nice. Here's the camp. I'm gonna pull in just a second. Nice, huh? But we're not going there. We're going up Braswa, and there's a spot that I've seen a lot of people boondocking, and I'm hoping I can get a spot. Okay, I'm in a parking spot. This is where boats park, but I'm gonna go forward and see what the hell happens. This is where I want to camp tonight. Should be fun. Oh my god. Woo! What am I getting myself into? Okay. Woo! So here's the spot I was thinking of camping. But here's what's going on. Can you see that on my arm? Mosquito Central. Jeez, my God, they're bad. I didn't bring my mosquito hammock, mosquito nothing. So, this is not going to be fun. Look at this. Hold on. I'm just going to stay still. I know it's boring for a YouTube video, but 10 seconds of nothing. Ready? And go. Oh my God. Literally, I did not mute that, but man, these oh, jeez. Ah. This is not going to work. This is bad. This is bad. Look at the water. Waiting for, oh my God, there's mosquitoes all over the camera. Jeez, my God. Not good. All right, I guess we'll see what happens. I'm going back to Greenville. Screw this. What time is it? 10 to 7. So by the time I get to Greenville, it's going to be, I don't know, 7:30. God, this is awful. Oh. See ya. Okay, here's what's going on. I am not staying here. The mosquitoes will literally carry you away. Whoa! What the hell? What was that? Okay, well, let me just say that I hope my car survives this trip. Hold on. I came up this road thinking no one's going to be here. There's someone here. Believe it or not, it's Maine. Fun times. Move on. Honestly, I just want to find a spot to chill out for the night. Tomorrow's going to be the big day. Do some painting video. Oh, hold on. Whoa, that's a spot. Oh man, here we go. I mean, it's like 7:30 at night. This might be it. Hold on. Totally boondocking right now. Oh, yeah, this is great. I think it's gonna be it. See ya. Okay, park the car. I mean, nobody is gonna come here tonight. Listen, nothing. I'm probably about, I don't know, 10 miles outside of Greenville, Maine, from Rockwood. There's my little car, and poor thing, scraped it up a bit. This is nice, though I don't have trees to hang my hammock, but I don't know, maybe try something else. Right, I'm not gonna lie, kind of nice out, but damn, the mosquitoes, holy crap. What I'm thinking is getting into Greenville and boondocking there. So, we'll see. Okay, so we're at the other side, and it's getting late. It's 7:45, and I think I need to just make a decision. Camp out. Nobody's here. Here's my spot. Here's my view for tonight. Can't complain. The whole setup right now, I walked outside. There's a few things with the back window, but otherwise you can't see anything. This is great. I love it. And it's kind of warm right now. It's about 80 degrees today in Maine. So we're gonna see how it goes tonight. So see you in the morning. Morning, everybody. Well, I was able to find a spot, slept okay over at West Outlet. Now I'm at the boat launch in Greenville, Maine, as we can see behind me. Another super beautiful day. So I'm gonna try to do a little painting right now. I'm waiting for a store to open. I got to get a can opener because I want some chili for lunch. So that's the plan. Super gorgeous out today. Super nice. Over across the way there, you have Folsom's Air Service. They got their planes parked out there. Pretty cool. Always thought it'd be fun to try to paint some of those over there, but the lighting has never been just right. So, some of the time, but pretty neat. Okay, another beautiful day in Maine. It's already 67 degrees at 10:30 in the morning, almost 10:30, and I'm headed up to Lily Bay State Park and check that out. In the past, when we used to come up here for camping up at Rockwood, I've been to the park a couple times, and very nice area, and they have campsites and all that good stuff. So that's where we're headed. We'll see you in a bit. Look at this view. Now that's what I'm talking about. Very nice. Okay, everybody, let's go. Let me show you what's going on here by the water. It's actually a little breezy along the water here, so I don't know about kayaking. Take you down to the water here. Super nice. You can definitely paint down here. Look at this spot. Look at that. Wow. That's a painting waiting to happen. Super breezy though. Holy cow. Look at this. That's what I'm talking about. Then as we came from over here, you have this cool little bit of land here. And look at this down here. Look at this. This is nice. Really nice. That'd be kind of a cool painting right there. Now if this was high summer and it was like 80 degrees out or something, right in here would be where I'd hang the hammock, but it is breezy. I'm actually a little chilly. And of course I don't know, I'm wearing shorts, t-shirt, and flip-flops. So you get in the sun, it's fine. That's what's going on here. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little bit of footage of Lily Bay. Unfortunately, the weather's just cool enough that you get on the water, the wind's blowing pretty good, and it just wasn't going to be compatible for painting there today. So what I'm going to do now is take a ride up to a place called Cocajo. So we're headed further north up Moosehead Lake here. It's probably about, I want to say, maybe 15 miles. So once I get there, we'll touch base then. Welcome to Cocajo. Might do some painting right here, maybe. There's the sign. Got some cool beat up houses over here. Wonder what's going on there. These two houses would be cool to paint. Okay, so that was Cocajo. Now we're headed back to Greenville. I got to call the wife because I don't get reception up here, and there wasn't much to see. There's a couple cool houses, but really nowhere to paint them, unless you got right on their property, and there were some people nearby. I wasn't sure what was going on. They looked like they were abandoned, but who knows. I want to try to find some quiet pond or something, do some kayaking, but open water everywhere. Very windy today, very windy. So let's see if the next adventure unfolds. All right, so I'm at the base camp, so to speak, for the night. Here's where I came in from over there, and I used this spot last night, but this time I backed further in. I think we'll have some buggy sort of thing going on, but the winds, I wouldn't say it's died down, it's just the trees are protecting it, but I'm right by the river, east outlet, and let me go explore, see what I'm going to paint. I'm not sure how busy this road is. I thought there'd be people here. Probably this weekend coming up, holiday, might be more traffic. I was thinking of painting this marsh grass. Check that out. With some tree. When the sun's just right. I'm not sure how the sun's going to go down in terms of lighting things up, but might be some options around here. Okay, so here's my little setup. hanging out by the river. Just had some macaroni and cheese. And right now I have the back of the car closed because I'm going for a walk. But when I'm here, I'll pop the door open and this will go over the hatchback part and get tied down. So it's a nice little space under here. There you go. Got the hammock up, chilling out. Super beautiful out. View from the hammock. Okay, we're going to be doing this little scene here, and I'm going to be using titanium white, cobalt blue, cad yellow medium. It's actually an azo, Rembrandt azo yellow. Sort of looks like a medium cad yellow. And then cad red light. It's going to be super quick, and just get some notes and go for it. And here we go. Hopefully the battery lasts. Here we go. Quick sketch in. Now I try to do audio, but we're right next to running water and I don't think it's going to come out so well, but I'll give it a go. I'll talk as I'm painting. So I'm just trying to get some initial shapes in. It's late, it's about 4:15 in the afternoon, so definitely want to get that little mountain back there. And that's that for that. Now I'm using a Utrecht Tuscan Series, size 4 flat. Let's get some cobalt blue for the sky. It's pretty pale. And I'm going to do a hint of yellow in it. Do a test. A little more milky. Okay, so we're back to the voiceover, and what usually happens, of course, when I'm painting on site is I try in certain parts to do some on-camera sort of talk-through procedure, but it can be a little difficult if you've ever shot a video of yourself. You're trying to think and paint and talk and do some camera work at the same time, so we're doing the voiceover. And again, this was just a chance to get out and paint. I haven't painted plein air in a while, and this location was superb for that sort of endeavor. Now I am purposely painting on a 6x8 panel, and this sort of trip was a test run because I really want to take some little mini road trips, little overnights, maybe 2 nights, and hanging out my car, boondocking somewhere in the North Woods. My next goal is to get up to Rangeley, Kingfield, Maine. You can look it up on Google Maps, but the idea of working small and fast, you're going to learn a lot, especially if you're in a restricted area, not restricted area, but an area where you have a restricted amount of time. You only have a very limited amount of time, so you can't get too crazy because it's not like a plein air painting close to home where you can go back to that and on a bigger surface and paint it over 3 or 4 sessions. So that's something to think about also. And what I'm also attempting in this video is to show you guys that if you have a certain type of vehicle that could facilitate this sort of experience, it's really a cool way to just explore. And I wouldn't say, I didn't have any fear of like, oh, little critters or anyone's going to show up in the middle of the night, because I was kind of up in a certain part of Maine that, is not really populated, so I didn't have to worry about that. All kinds of little offshoot roads, logging roads, just pull up somewhere, investigate. That's part of the allure of this whole experience, because I watch a lot of videos on boondocking and bushcrafting and all that.
And you get some really good, and camping, car camping, so you really get some good ideas on how to coordinate all that with your painting adventures that you want to do. So I highly suggest punching that search engine in YouTube and checking out those type of videos to combine with your plein air experience. Lots of fun. Can be challenging for sure. Now you can see just a few seconds ago I was kind of putting the paint on. I used a white panel. Normally I tone something, but and you can see I just kind of got a base tone of some water in there. Now I'm starting to overlay the darker tones to put the light tones over them. You always minimum, if you're working in a manner that's semi-realistic, get those three values in: dark, mid-tone, and light, and you should be good to go. You can nuance them as much as you need to. So one thing, looking back, even on site, I wish I had a couple more choices of brushes for cleaner edges for the recession of the ripples into the distance on the water. That was a final problem in the painting in the end, which is easily fixed. It's not like something to worry about too much. And I decided part of the problem too was a little bit because I didn't have those brushes. I was using the palette knife here to try to simulate that level of the ripples to high contrast. I think when you're painting this type of scene, and of course off to my left you're seeing it in a little bit of a blurry condition because of course my camera's focusing on the foreground, but the idea that you want that high contrast to have that appearance of the strong light in the water hitting the tops of the ripples, and just as long as I have an idea of that, so when I get back to the studio I can modify, change that up. I have information, something to think about. Okay, again, you'll find out later on the length of this video is not very long, but I've got my base tones in of all the general areas. Now I'm just going in and touching in some highlights, some strength of saturation, which I still need to modify back in the studio once it's out of the natural conditions, because in my opinion paintings don't obviously live outside, so I never really try to finish paintings outside. I don't really attempt that. I like to get them, as I've said many times before, about 80%, and then come back in the studio and analyze them in a more controlled way to see what the painting needs to make it a painting. And I'm not trying to say that this, of course, is the only way to do this. I mean, many plein air paintings plein air painters just paint it and it's done, and they don't really do any touch-ups. And of course, there's a big whole back and forth, sort of like political parties, with what's true plein air, what's not, and all that kind of thing. And I don't really want to get into that and bore everybody. But trying to get these trees over the wet paint, the darker tones, can be a little tricky. And you can see here I'm wiping out the paint a little bit to facilitate when I put the dark tones, as you see, over that paint. You're still going to have a base color, but once you establish your tree in there, then you'll be able to go back in and cut around that tree and put in some thicker paint like you have in possibly other parts of the sky. And a little kind of a tip and trick there to try out and see what you think of it. Now what I'm doing is just kind of looking at the painting, making little decisions, putting in the kind of edge of the sandy rocks and that sort of thing along shore, touching up some little sky parts. And as I mentioned before, you kind of want to reintegrate your paint layers. You don't want to have that scraped out area that I did before show up as scraped out when it's not integrated with the rest of the sky. So that's why I did that. And here I am, I'm trying to take the sky color and cleanly mark out some edges and tree shapes. And it can be a little difficult if you're not careful. You only get one or two strokes. I mentioned this before in videos. One or two strokes. Wipe your brush or pick up more paint. You got to be decision making when you do that sort of thing, or you're going to muddy the colors. Okay, hope all these tips and tricks helped you out. Let's take a look at the work and go from there. Okay, that's it. 40 minutes. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little quick sketch. 40 minutes. If I do it over again, I really love ultramarine blue. I use cobalt blue and the azo yellow from Rembrandt and the CAD red. I think I would switch it up and use definitely ultramarine blue. And I think I would stick with CAD yellow pale. And red, I don't know, I was thinking about maybe burnt sienna. I don't know. There's so many options for a limited palette. But yeah, let's take a look at it. Okay, so there's the painting. And I think it turned out fairly well. There's a few things I'll mess with when I get home. Nothing major, but I think it looks pretty good. That'd be nice to paint, but I'm heading out first thing in the morning tomorrow. Okay, I think it's Saturday. I've lost track of days, but another gorgeous morning here in Maine. I am packed up, ready to leave. Just gonna make one last pass through, make sure I didn't leave anything. The old-fashioned leave no trace. And I am packed up and ready to get home. Back in town. Feel like I never left. Getting off the highway back in Waterville. Yay. Rolling into the driveway, folks. Rolling into the driveway. I am home.